78 Sports TV here. Hey man, I'm back in the building. I got my brother Blu-ray Fitness in the building. Welcome to the beginning of a new chapter. We got a new show popping off. No 304 show. What's happening with it, Blu-ray?
What's going on, family? What's going on?
Chilling, brother, chilling, man. And y'all. So what this show is gonna be about? We're gonna be going here every Sunday. We're gonna be talking about current events, politics, social issues, sports, whatever is hot, whatever is y'all want to discuss. We're gonna be cooking on that for y'all. So man, we got a lot of good things coming for y'all. Um,
Definitely.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. So we're gonna get right down to it, right down to the smoke. Um, First question, first topic of the day is how much do you think a man should be prepared to spend on a first date? I get this question a lot from a lot of young homies. What say you?
Uh, Me personally, I'm gonna just speak about me personally, right?
Yeah, yeah.
If I'm gonna go on a date, I don't have a specific limit. I'm just based on how much I like her. Number one, how much I like her, how like what's my intentions with her, and then I'm not gonna go outside my budget. And if I know that I'm gonna spend so much money that tomorrow I'm gonna be thinking about it, that's number one. You know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna spend whatever I feel is comfortable, and then at the same time, like I said, depending on how much I like her and what my intentions is with her, that's gonna be my motive behind the type of date that we go on and how much money we spend. Because to go on a real good date, you don't have to spend a lot of money, and a lot of times it's the simple things that really please people. And we already know, 78, if you start a certain way, you got to keep up that energy. You know what I mean? You got to keep that same energy. So if you're gonna go starting off with Ruth Chris, Ocean Prime, and $400 dates and dinners, then you're gonna try to turn around and take it down a notch. A lot of women gonna have issues with that. So that I give to any man or young man, gentleman is being authentic to yourself first. If you're not authentic to yourself first, then you're gonna lose every fight that you fight. So uh like I said, the rule of thumb is I spend as much money as I desire, but at the same time, if it's an amount that I'm gonna be thinking about tomorrow, then I'm not gonna spend it. Period.
Well said. Well said. I think a lot of young homies ask that question. They getting into the dating scene. A lot of young guys, and they watching all this stuff on social media, the gender wars and stuff like that. So a lot of them they hear women complaining and stuff, so they nervous. They scared about, oh man, I don't want to look like I'm broke. And then you got dudes trying to compete with rappers and athletes and drug dealers
Yeah.
and stuff like that. And these are just regular cats who got a job. So me personally, I agree with what you said about depending on how much you like the girl, but I do think a man should be prepared if you are going to ask this woman out on a date. I think you should have at least $300 at your disposal, at least 300. Now, I'm not saying you have to spend the whole 300, but you should have it at your disposal just in case something happened. I call $300 to bail out money. First of all, if she's a good woman, she ain't finna ask. She's not finna see this. What a good woman is not going to look at the menu and start ordering the most expensive stuff. A thought will. A gold
Facts.
digger. You know what I'm saying? A good woman is gonna respect you and respect your wallet if you because she know you paying for it. So she's not trying to break you. A woman who sits down, look at the menu, and start ordering the most expensive wine, the most expensive food. She don't like you. She's trying to. She's trying to. She already made up in her mind. She's not gonna have sex with you. She don't like you, and she finna
Yeah.
get out of you. She finna take back the spoils of war to her friends. See, women like that always want to take their food home with them. They'll pick over the food, and they want to put it in the little take home bag, and then they want to show their little friends. Yeah, girl. Yeah, I had ordered lobster. I ordered this and that. I didn't even eat it. I'm finna get this to my kids. My kids finna eat this and this and that. A good woman gonna sit down and say she gonna order something reasonable. She gonna order food that she want. Okay, if you take her to a seafood spot that a lot of women might like, she might be uncomfortable on her first date with you. She might be uncomfortable getting the seafood boil because women don't want to mess up they face with them crab legs and They don't want to get all messy in front of you first date. You know what I'm saying? And then
Exactly.
they don't want their hands smelling like fish either, because that's just a bad look. So she might be cute and say, okay, well, I'm just gonna eat this. She might order some salmon. She might order this or that, whatever, something light. But that's what most women do, from my experience. The only time I ever had women order a bunch of ridiculous stuff is women who didn't like me, and they knew they didn't like me, but they knew I had some bread, so they was like, let me get something out of him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
but see, me, bro,
yeah,
I've never had the issue with going on a date and a woman just ordering a whole bunch of extra. Because nine times out of ten, and it's just me, family. If I'm if I'm taking you on a date, we done already went down through there. You know what I'm saying? Because I like to deal with women that like me. I don't like to date women that I like. I like to date women that like me. That's just my personal
that's how everybody
perspective on
should
how
go.
I deal with women.
Hmm. Yes, sir.
Say it again.
And I said that's how everybody should be, right there. Every man should go
Yeah,
for
yeah,
the
yeah.
like.
Cause, and then like, let's just say me and you, we partners. Boom, 7 8. I come up, I go up and kick it with 7 8. Boom, and I see something I like. I'm gonna just tell 7 8, hey, boom, hey, who that? You know what I'm saying? Hey, slide on my number. And then boom,
Right.
you gonna already go to bat for me. So once I hook up, I'm already in the door. I ain't gotta really impress her because you done already gave her the word. I just gotta make sure I don't drop the ball. It's like giving the running back a handoff. Hey, I didn't gave you the ball. Now you just gotta run it. So as 9 times out of 10, if you done already let them know, hey, my partner interested in you, they know what I look like, then she gonna be like, yeah, I got the green light. So a lot of times when you already get the green light, you don't have to work as hard. Now, if you just out and about and you see a chick at the bar or you see a chick on social media, yeah, you got 9 times out of 10, you're gonna have to go around a ringer trying to get her, especially if you're not her type. You're gonna have to really go to bat trying to get her. But if you're her type, then women are compromised when you're their type. That's a fact. Like you ain't got to do nothing when you're their type. You know what
For
I'm
sure,
saying?
for sure, absolutely. And oh, go ahead. You said something, Blue Ray? You cut out for a minute. Say again, Blue Ray. You cut out.
Can you hear me?
I hear you now. I hear you now.
Okay, yeah, cool. Yeah, nah, but I'm just saying that, man, like you just gotta really, really like understand the type woman you dealing with. And me, like I said, I've never been the type of dude that just like, okay, I'm gonna give you another example. Like I said, if I'm somewhere and I'm interested in a woman, I try to get her attention first before I walk up to her. And then if I can make eye contact, she smile at me and I smile back, boom, that's a green light. That's an invitation. But seeing a woman randomly walking up to her and just, bumping into her and just be like, hey, how you doing? Starting the conversation. A lot of times, you gonna have to fight for it, bro. And I'm a fighter, but I ain't that type of fighter. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. For sure. Yeah, yeah. See, I'm a little different on that aspect, just from my culture out here. You know what I'm saying? My background. You know what I'm saying? We go hunt them down, and what I'm saying? We go get them. You know what I'm saying? Hey, come here. Let me holler at you real quick. That kind of thing, right?
Now I
So
know exactly what you mean.
yeah. So you're gonna have it's gonna be you're gonna run into bras that's sideways and goofy who they want to hear your sales pitch and whatever game you got for them. And some of them, like I said, I've had a couple that try to get me and all that kind of stuff, and it's cool because, like I said, I got one time though. One time,
Yeah,
I let a chick order a bunch of food, and because she thought she was like hurting me, right? She thought she was hurting me, but she wasn't. So if I let her, she ordered like $150 worth of stuff, take home to her kids, all that kind of stuff. Cool, right? But then by the time she found out who I was and what I really had, she felt
yeah,
stupid. She tried to run back around. She tried to double back around and like try to be cool and all this and that. It's too late. Listen. You got 150. You know what I'm saying? You got $150 worth of food. You should have been messing with me. I could have fixed your credit, bitch. Stupid ass
yeah.
bitch. Sam, but that's how it
So
is
let me
though.
ask.
So
So let me ask you this: Do you have you? Even though I know you said 300, okay, boom, 300 is a safe number, right? But
yeah,
do you really base it off how much you into the chick? Because like, even though let's just say, me and you, I feel like we both fly dudes. We done had the pick of the litter. We done
Right.
had some of the baddest and the baddest in our specific area. But at the same time, even though as player as we are, it's always that one you'll see you be like, yeah, I'm into her. I need that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And
Yeah.
sometimes you might, you know, floss a little bit just to,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
get her. And the chick, and listen, the chick might not even be materialistic. It's just that you feel you digging her so much, you just want you feeling yourself.
Bro, I had a chick that I really did like, and I was telling her about talking about this on my Patreon. Um, I liked her a lot. You know what I'm saying? She was baddie. You know what I'm saying? Before bad bitch became a thing, she was that. You know what I'm saying?
Square business.
You know what I'm saying? And she was cool. She knew how to talk to a motherfucker. She knew how to treat a man. She knew how to even if she was putting on, I don't care. She knew how. That chick right there knew how to treat a dude. She was fine, and she respect the man. She asks your opinion. She respects your opinion. You get the last word. This was a feminine woman, right?
Yeah,
And I spoiled that motherfucker, man. I mean, one night we was at Potawatomi Bingo Casino. They got like a presidential suite, if it's still
yeah,
called that. If it's still called that, um, I got that suite. I rented that suite out. We had a good time. Gambling, made a couple of dollars gambling. Went out, we spent the whole weekend kicking it. You know what I'm saying? And oh yeah, that was a pretty penny, but to me it was worth it because I enjoyed her company. She was feminine. She made me feel good, so I didn't feel like,
exactly.
you know what I'm saying. Yeah, I feel like I got my money's worth out of that experience.
So it's safe to say that we both been in situations where that certain chicks didn't have a limit. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm. Hmm. Absolutely, absolutely.
And like
So
I
yeah,
said, and it ain't even about tricking. Like I said, it's just that I wanted to have a good time, so I spent the amount of money that I want to on that specific woman. Period.
right, right. Yes, indeed.
And
Absolutely.
that's the one thing about being real, being transparent, that we can admit that hey, how
Hey, Blue
women
Bay,
we
you
done
gotta.
had, shit we don't have.
Hey, Blue Bay, make sure you connected to your Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
You doing the robot a little bit.
Now, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you good. Yep.
Okay, my bad. Yeah. I don't care how fly we are. Uh, how fly we are, how many women we done had. At the end of the day, it's always a chick that done had our number. And I can be real about that without, what I mean, having no ego or no pride about it. You know what I'm saying? Square
Yeah,
business. I done had a chick that done had my number. You know what I mean? But I don't want way more fights than I lost. I'm gonna tell you that for sure.
yeah, yeah, for sure, for sure, for sure. Yes, sir. So yeah, just to recap to the young homies, me personally, I would say try to have you some. You don't want to go to take nobody on no date, and you only got $100. You know what I'm saying? Unless you 15, 16 years old. You know what I'm saying? Y'all finna go to the movies. You know what I'm saying? Get you some popcorn and shit. I would advise you to at least have $300 at your disposal. You never know if you're gonna have to something happen to your car. You gonna have to call a
Facts.
tow truck. You might have to call a tow truck. You might have to get her an Uber home or something like that. Whatever the case may be, um, you know, you want to make sure you got a little safety net there, just in case some wicked happen, because it's crazy out here. You know what
Hey,
I'm
hey, hey, in fact, they have you some tools and know how to use them.
saying? You did absolutely, absolutely.
For
'Cause-
real. Know how to use your tools, my boy. Cause that's
yeah.
bro, no lie, bro. I had a homegirl, bro. This no cap, bro. I put my right hand to God. She told me her homegirl and her date got stuck on the side of the road. This man was 40 years plus, from my understanding. And this is something that they told me. So I'm just giving what I was told. And he did not know how to change the tire, bro. And that's the
Oh yeah.
that's the one, bro. I'm not lying, bro. That's the one of the
Yeah.
most simplest things you could ever do. The only reason a man should have an issue with a tire is if y'all rolling in her car And you know how all the lug nuts will be the same, but one to have a special lock, and she lost her lock to her tire, and that way you gotta call AAA
I
and get
was
it
just
towed.
about I was just about to say the only reason why you should have trouble is if you got a BMW and you lost that lock on that BMW, or one of the foreign cars. You forgot you ain't got that lock to get to them nuts. But
Exactly. Because
you know,
see, sometimes the women might not keep up with it. You know what I'm saying? So
right?
they might lose it. So if that's the situation, then yeah, you got to go and call AAA for sure.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Yep. We're gonna move to this next topic here, man. Lil Scrappy, the rapper and reality TV star, went viral for saying something about fathers and mothers and how he feel. I'm gonna play what he said. We can talk about it.
Them babies
All
have to
right,
be
bet.
solid, but they dead. They mama, the emotional person, nah. You know what I'm saying? It's very rare that you have a solid, complete mom all the way around. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes the daddy too, but I'm telling you, you got to tap in and let the daddy do his thing, man. Them real good daddies watch the kids when they grow up. If they have a real good dad in their life or a good father figure in their life, watch a kid when he grow up. Guaranteed, girl or boy, they're gonna be on something. They're gonna be doing something great in their life. They gonna have a balance. I'm telling you.
All right, all right. What you think about what Scrappy said, man?
All right, so I'm gonna just read some of the things from it. Emotional health. Fathers can help children develop emotional security and well-being. They can also help children learn to regulate their feelings and behavior. I'm gonna stay right there with emotional health because 7 8, me and you from the streets, right? We know a
Right,
lot of men that have derailed and destroyed their entire life based on one emotional decision. I've
right.
talked to police officers. I've talked to uh, prison guards, and prison guards tell me that the murderers, like the people that, I mean, the people that unalive people, they're some of the most emotional human beings that you ever come in contact with. And one thing about us men, and I don't know if you have boys. I got two boys, but you got boys.
I got one son, and then he's
Okay, bet.
27, and I
Oh, you
got
seven.
girls.
So I have a 10-year-old and a 2-year-old,
Yeah,
and
I got
and
one son and two girls.
hold on, you got a grown son.
Yeah, grown son. He's 27, and I got
Oh, you say 27. Oh, okay, my bad. Okay,
yeah,
okay.
he 27. Then I got two daughters. My oldest daughter is 17, and my youngest daughter is 13.
Gotcha, gotcha. I'm just saying that we know that when I young, and like I say, mine's still young because mine 10 and 2. But at the end of the day, you know that they have the emotional experiences. And us as men, even if you have a daughter, we come in and when they cry, we'll tell them to stop crying. And when I tell you to stop crying, the way I handle my boys is if you're gonna cry, you have to articulate to me why you cry. I don't have an issue with you crying, but you need to articulate that. And then once you articulate it, then I need you to rationalize in your mind, in your brain, is that truly a reason to cry, or are you just feeling the type of way? And so,
Right.
like this, like what I just pulled up said, it says that fathers truly help kids emotionally, uh, when they're dealing with their feelings. What you think about that?
I think that fathers are a necessity. Real fathers, for the balance, like Scrappy said, the balance in the household, um, and for emotional health of the family and for the children. You need a father, but you need a real father, though. You need a healthy father. That's why it's important that men take care of themselves mentally and physically too, because you ain't no good to your family or your kids if you some emotional wreck. You some grown ass man running around the internet acting like these kids. You out
Right.
here, acting like the 20-year-olds and telling people to pull up and all that goofy ass shit. Then you ain't doing yourself no service. If you emotional enough to where, because I had homeboy, I had to, it's homeboys I had to straighten out. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I had to straighten out some of my homies from back in the day, who I felt was being super disrespectful. And some people say, "No, man, it ain't your business. Don't get in that, bro. You ain't finna do that in front of me, bro." You know
Square
what I'm saying?
business.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sorry. That's why I can't listen to Gene Deal talking about he was around Diddy all this time. And you, man, shut up, bro. You was over there, so you ain't. I mean, be quiet, bro. My thing is, if you my homie, I owe it to you not to let you do no fuck shit in
True.
front of me. In front of me, especially because now I'm an accomplice to this shit. So if you sitting here and you pull a, like, I had a homeboy who pulled out a blade on his girl because he gave her $100 bill to go get a specific thing. I think he did Little Caesars. We was at his house. This back in the day. We was some, young niggas smoking and acting a fool, drinking. We was having like a little house party or something. And he Little Caesars was on the corner. So they didn't deliver at the time. He was like, man, we hungry, you know what I'm saying? He's like, man. So he's like, baby, you want women going to down Little Caesars to get some pizzas? So he gave her $100 bill, and that's when Little Caesars used to have pizzas for like $5. I don't know if they
Yeah.
still do that, but he gave her 100. He told her to go get 4 pizzas, right? So she went and did that, and then I think she stopped at the liquor store that was across the street, and she got a bottle, right? And she came back to the house. She had got like some Alizé or something, right? So she
Yeah.
come back. He expecting to get $80 back, right? Which I don't know why, because they got tax and stuff too with the pizza. But he's expecting to get $80 back. She give him like $59, $58 or something. And he's like, yo, what you do with the rest of the money? She was like, oh, I got some Alizé, all the liquor gone. And he was like, I didn't tell you to do that. This dude got up in front of the whole party and punched her, bro. And she just looking at this dude like she was so embarrassed. And we all jump up like, bro, what's up? And he was like, no, man, she got to learn, bro. And then he kicked on her. So, bro, the dude pulled. We get in between them, bro. Cut it out, bro. You wilding right now. She trying to protect him. No, he just drunk. We like, no, fuck that. He just drunk. Clown. This nigga's a clown. What the fuck you doing, bro? You supposed to be my nigga. You don't move like that.
Yeah.
Then he pull a blade out and act like he wanted to chase her. So we whooped him. All the men in the house, we whooped them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We whooped them. We took them outside. We got them right, sobered them up, and we got him back right. He my guy to this day. And he ain't never put his hands on old girl again.
Yeah.
But I think so men can be emotional for the wrong reasons. You know what I'm saying?
That's real.
Yeah, they can be very emotional if you wasn't raised, especially men who wasn't raised by their father.
Exactly.
So I think that's what Scrappy is getting at is that if we start now from point A, by the time we get to Z, everything gonna be back in balance. But if something goes wrong at point A, if you remove daddy, and then you got these emotional boys being raised in households without fathers, or being raised by men who don't know how to be a man.
Yeah.
And man, that's bad business. Bad business.
Yeah. So on average, children whose fathers is actively involved tend to have fewer problems with school achievement, behavior, and social interaction than children whose father is not active involved in their life. So when you go look at the stats, I don't care what stats you pull up, it's always going to reference how that men being actively positive, productive fathers being active inside of their children's lives have a better outcome than children who don't have their fathers. And that's not a slight on women. We're not trying to knock women. We just quoting the facts, and that's just the facts.
Yes, sir. That's just facts, and it can't be refuted. I mean, and women know this too, man. It's just most real women understand this. It's just some women gonna be petty. They're gonna, I don't need he don't need no daddy. I'm his mama and his daddy. No, you're not. You're not. You know what I'm saying? And he knows that himself. You know what I'm saying? And it's just, you're doing harm to him. But a lot of women want to save face and stuff like that. And we're gonna talk about this a lot throughout this show. Not this show.
Like, think about this. You don't never hear no man that's a single father out here talking about I'm the daddy and the mother.
Never hear that. Never hear it.
Bro, I've never heard that in my life. You hear me?
You never hear that, man. Because I'm gonna tell you, I thought about sometime like I got some homeboys that's single fathers, and I think about like man, they like nobody ever tell their story because that's a tough situation, man, to be a single
That's
father.
real.
You
That's
know what I'm
real.
saying? But everybody always talk about the single mom. We shout out to them, but the single father story never get told, and is not respected. But that's a tough situation because we got the stigma that surrounds us as men. You gotta conduct yourself a certain way. You don't want your kids seeing you weak ever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They looking at you like you the male lion. You the king of the jungle. If you injured or weak, then they feel threatened. Their life is in danger. They don't feel safe. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
real.
So that's the thing, the pressure that you constantly under, making mistakes and stuff like that. But yeah, I got homeboys who are single, and I used to think like, man, what would I do if my wife wasn't here? You know what I'm saying? If whatever, if I was a single father, I was like, man, I would have to really heavily lean on my mother and my sisters for support with my daughters for
Yeah.
that balance, that feminine energy. You know what I'm saying? Because I can do, I can teach my daughters on about these dudes out here. Okay,
Yeah.
I could teach them how I feel like they should be conducting themselves. But when they need
I'm glad.
that, when they
Yeah,
need
I'm
that
glad
feminine,
you said that.
yeah,
I'm glad you said that real quick because I'm gonna read this real quick. It said, "Why do daughters need their fathers? A father holds the key to his daughter's feminine identity, her
yeah,
sense of self worth, and her future relationship. A dad's affirmation or the lack thereof will play a role in every aspect of her life, even influencing her choice of a marital partner." And I don't have daughters, so you are already going in that direction. So I want you to speak, speak to that.
yes, sir. It's man, daughters is changing life, bro. The bro, I'm telling you, man. Bro, I was a savage, bro. In these streets when it comes to dealing with women. Like I wasn't no abusive dude, but I'm talking about like use them and abuse them to throw them away type of thing. That
For
was
sure.
me. You know what I'm saying? Um, and when I had daughters, bro, and just looking at them and watching them grow up and watching their emotions and stuff, it changes a man because if you there, it changes. If you there with your kids, with your daughters, it's gonna change you because now you start looking at stuff like, what I'm saying? You know how we in the car, we pull up, we driving, we see some girl or some chick, a group of girls walking down the street, you might slow down a little bit, get a little look, and like, hey, what's up? Woo? Nah. Now, as a father with daughters, every time I see them niggas, I'm ready to murk something. As soon as I see them, I'm like, what you looking at? Hey, man, she's just a baby. Get up out of here. I'm wild. You know what I'm saying? Get up out of here, man. What you looking at? Uh, uh, the DoorDash driver, the DoorDash dude. I had to G check this DoorDash dude. He Uber Eats, whatever he was. Um, I had ordered something for the family. My daughter went to the door to go get it, and she taking too long at the door. It's my oldest daughter. So I'm like, wait a minute. So I go up in there. She at the door. This dude, the driver, he in there cracking jokes and making small talk with her, right? I'm like, yo, get the food, put the food on the table. I said, what are you talking to him for? She, oh, he was just asking me something. No, get up in the house. I said, man, what you asking my daughter? Oh, I was just talking to her, bro. Your job is to deliver the motherfucking food. Get the
And
fuck out
drop
of
it out for
here.
real.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Get your ass up out of here, nigga. This girl's 16. At the time she was 16. Get your ass up out of here, nigga. Grown ass nigga, like 25, 26. Nigga up in here cracking jokes. Nigga crack jokes with your goddamn self, nigga. So
Nah,
anyway, yeah,
for real.
it changed you because you know how men are, and you know what's on men's agenda, and so you're gonna obviously protect your daughter and educate them on what to look out for. And again, I lace my
Facts.
daughters.
And how you feel about, and after this we can move on, but how do you feel about everything you said, but most of all being the example. Because let me tell you something, bro. Even when it comes to boys and every aspect of parenting, and when you're trying to convey certain messages to your children,
Yeah.
I believe that kids follow your footsteps and not your words. Because we can tell them, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this, don't do that. But at the same time, if we're actively doing something in front of our children and it's okay for us, then why wouldn't we conceive in our mind that our children say, hey, well, if they can do it, or if my dad can do it, or my mom can do it, it's if okay if it's okay for them to do it, then that means I can do it. Because if it's not hurting them, then it shouldn't hurt me.
Excellent point. And to speak to that real quick, it's like this, right? If you have, see, it's psychology on that end aspect of it. And if you want to keep your kid from being involved with certain things, you have to. It has to be demonized in your household, almost like a religion. So, like for instance, I deal with a lot of hoes, 304s, right?
Gotcha.
So, so now, you know, not as much as I used to, not no more. But like back in the day, I did, and I dealt with a lot of them, did a lot of business with them. So in order, but I demonized them in this household, um,
Gotcha.
and I said, look, I refer to them as hoes, trifling, trash, horrible. They ain't got no daddy. Even though I might respect certain aspects of what they do, I never show my kids I respect them. I smash the gas, so I shit on them because I want my kids to know this ain't what you need to do. Similar to
Mm.
a dude who might sell dope. He might sell dope, but he shit on the dope fiend. He crackhead ass motherfucker. Oh, dumbass dope fiend. This motherfucker smoke. How you gonna smoke crack? Oh, you a dumbass. You. See, you talk like that. It's very rare that when your kid gonna pick up that rock and smoke it. Now, the danger is your kid might pick up a rock and sell it because
Mhm.
he seen you doing it, right? He might
Gotcha.
your kid might follow in your footsteps and try to pimp on some bras.
Yeah.
That's the danger of it because you can't tell them that pimping is wrong, pimping is bad, and then they watching you do it. Can't tell them
Yeah.
that because now they know you full of shit. You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna have to choose the lesser of two evils, and you're gonna have to tell them a hoe is a hoe, and a hoe ain't shit. But you're gonna have to. I know people don't want to hear this, but it's what it is. You can't. If your kid, like you pointed out earlier, if your kids see you doing shit, they're like. Listen, why do I drink? I love alcohol.
Gotcha.
Not so much weed, but I love alcohol. The reason why I love liquor, right, is because, and I associate liquor with fun, having a good time, because that's how I see my daddy. My daddy, great best man I know, great father. But when he unwind, he tired. He have him a drink, and he put on some music, right? He having him a good time. You know what I'm saying? His homeboys come through,
Yeah.
watch the fights and stuff. He have his drink. You know what I'm saying? Everybody drinking, having a good time. I never seen my father get out of pocket. He was never no alcoholic, like stumbling around. We gotta pick him up or nothing. No crazy stuff.
Gotcha.
But I always want to be him, so I mimic the things that I remember from him. If that makes sense.
No, I
You know what
got
I'm
you. I got you.
saying? Yeah, yeah. So yeah, you're right. Absolutely, absolutely. Let me see here. All right, let's get to another topic here. We got what makes a man a simp? What makes this is a good question because so let me say this first and foremost before we get to that topic. Um, originally, I need to point this out. Originally, a simp was that term was used for people who was wannabe pimps, like a pimp that got caught paying. He got caught paying girls, making deals with them. Uh, but you see him, he got a bunch of girls around him, but he really low key paying them. So he really a trick, but he acting like the pimping. That was a simp back in the day. But then when Squares got a hold of the term, Square started, Square always changed the definition of everything. So now a simp is a sucker, a mark, a dude who bend over backwards for a broad, all that kind of stuff. But originally a simp was something else. But we talking about the new term simp. So what makes a man a simp today under your thoughts, Blu-ray?
I'm gonna probably give everybody possibly a reference. That's if you into social media, right? Like a lot of times you might go on a female page and you see a lot of men that low key trying to shoot their shot, right? Trying to throw a Batman signal in the earth. So what they'll do is they'll go in the comments and be liking all her pictures, agreeing with everything she say. Man, listen, it ain't that much agreeing in the world. If you agreeing with everything somebody say, you lying to yourself. So I call that simple. When men are going on different Facebook pages and just trying to, you know, you know, and I'm not tripping on men trying to do they want to, but in my opinion, it's just simple. If every time she posts something, you agree with everything she say, arguing with different men in the comments because of what she said, all that, man, that's simple. So if you're not being your authentic self and can't be who you are and true to yourself as an individual, I feel like you're a simp when you're trying to get a woman attention or trying to, deal with a woman.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Okay, yeah. And by today's standards, yeah, I agree. And I think that also men who, oh my God, I dealt with a man who lets a woman walk over them, a man who lets a woman walk all over them, a man who bites his tongue, don't want to be a man, too much in our community or in general in the Western world. Too often, men bite their tongue and are afraid to be men. They're afraid to because they don't want to have an argument. They don't want to upset the woman. They just want peace in their house. So they let her make bad decisions that they're gonna have to clean up later. They're the ones who are gonna have to fix this bill she done just fucked up. They're the ones who are gonna have to fix this car because she don't want to get the oil changed. And you afraid to tell her. Well, I already told her last week. I don't want to remind her because she gonna get mad and she gonna yell at me, bruh. You's a sucker.
Facts. Yeah.
Like, what kind of nigga is you that she gonna yell at you, bro? What are you talking about? And it's a lot of them, bro. It was dudes I had, bro. Man, as this show goes on, it's gonna be so many stories I'll tell you about this. It's been times where women, back when I used to have my OnlyFans going, right?
Yeah.
And I had, had chicks working for me and stuff. It was times where dudes, because some of the girls had boyfriends. And dudes used to get my number out their phone, out the girl phone, call me. Hey, man, I see the text message you've been sending my girlfriend, man. I see what you've been doing and this and this and that. I'm like, well, hold on. Oh, fuck you, man. Fuck you. Let me tell you this, man. You better stay away from her. So I'm like, listen, man. You're a man, right? I know you're mad right now. I understand that, right? You love your girl,
Yeah.
all that. I get all that. But listen to me. You just called another man, right? And confronted that man on the phone about talking to your woman. Bro, I don't know you. I don't owe you any loyalty.
That's
She
true.
she owes you loyalty.
That's
Why are
true.
you why are you not G checking her? Why are you calling me?
And they
Because
knew, hold on, and they knew they was on her.
no, yeah, some of them did and some of them didn't.
Oh, okay.
But the thing is, see, my thing is, okay, this is what happens to a lot of them guys. When they meet these girls, see, niggas be lying. Niggas act like these girls be tricking them and she was cool at first, but then no, stop it. I'm gonna tell you the game. A lot of these niggas be meeting these girls off of these whole websites.
Mm,
Them little back page places.
yeah.
But I don't want to say no names of the new ones, but it's websites that a lot of 304s go on there and they sell they product, which is they self. Now,
Gotcha.
so dudes go on there lonely and they want some action for the night. They meet a girl they like, they have a good time, they smoke with her, drink with her, they smash, and they pay her. Then they start acting like suckers, texting her, "Oh, I really enjoyed my time with you. Hey, you cool as hell. Hey, let's do it again tomorrow. She tell him,
They
hey,
done,
well,
they done, they done, they done forgot it was a transaction.
right, right. So now the girl, her hustle is okay. Well, I just got 150 from him yesterday. I did kind of have a good time. We kicked it, so I'm gonna charge him 100. I'm gonna charge him 100 today. Hey, we can run it back again. You take me out to eat. You know what I'm saying? Just give me 100. So now he telling his boys, yeah, man, I got her now, man. Like, she give me discounts and shit, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, she fuck with a nigga, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
She
yeah.
give me discounts and shit.
The whole
No,
time she running the play.
right? You know what I'm saying? The whole time she run the cold play on him. So now he get with the broad and go hook up with her again. Before you know it, he asking her. A broad literally told me this whole story. Everything I'm telling you is true. A broad told me, the nigga told her, he said after the second day, he said, hey, how much money would it take for me to give you for you to stop doing this? Get off of the 304 shit.
Come on, man.
Yo, and she said,
Say that.
so what do you mean? Like all together at one time, or what do you mean? He was like, no, like I know you gotta eat, you gotta live. Like how much money do you need every month? Like how much money do you make every month doing this? So she said she threw out a fake number, and she said, well, I make like 3,500 a month doing this. She said she lying. She said, oh, I was on really I only do this on the weekend. I really only make like $800-900 on Saturday. She said, but I told that nigga I make $3,500 a month doing it.
Yeah.
And she said the nigga got quiet for a minute. He was like, look, all I make is $4,300 a month. So I can't afford to give you that. But I tell you what, if you drop everything and you move in with me, I'll take care of you. My money is your money. You ain't got to worry about paying no rent. And I'll take care of you, you know what I'm saying? You be my girl, woo woo. So she was like, damn, this nigga, okay, fuck it. I ain't got to pay rent no more. She says, fuck it. She moved in with the nigga. She said she all she got to do is give him pussy, right? She suck
Yeah.
him up, give him some pussy. You know what I'm saying? This nigga happy as fuck. He going to work every morning, happy as hell. She in the house, turning tricks in the motherfucking house. She turning tricks in the motherfucking house. Then she get caught a couple, probably about a year later. She get caught because for whatever reason, the nigga didn't catch her. So he caught her then, and she said, he was mad and he was throwing stuff around the house, crying, and and she told him like, look, you knew who I was, before. He said, but you told me you was gonna stop doing it. You told me you were gonna stop doing it. Woo woo. Yeah, that motherfucker called me crying and shit, man, whining about he gonna do something to me, he gonna end my life and all kind of stuff, bro. And I'm like, bro,
What?
yeah, man, crazy. Yeah, he had uh busted out my Cadillac windows, all kind of stuff, man.
Man, they do done pulled up to your crib, bro.
No, man, at the hotel,
Oh,
cause
okay, okay, okay.
I don't never let them know where I live at. None of even the thoughts don't know where I live at. So,
Gotcha.
but they know what hotels I frequent, and he know what kind of car I drive. So, when she had came to meet me at the hotel for some OnlyFans work, um, dude had, I heard my car alarm going on. I look out the window, I see him out there raging. You know what I'm saying? I can't tell you the rest of the story, but
I got
yeah,
you.
you did. So like he
Nah, I
was out
got
there
you.
acting a fool. So anyway, that's a simp,
Nah, that's a big simp for sure.
a
Man,
super.
bro, I'm not, listen, bro. I'm not tripping over no bro. Listen, 7 8. If I'm married, I'm not tripping over my wife. Because this is my thing. If you let a dude into your body, you allowed it. So I'm not finna crash out and trick myself out my position over you. Now, if somebody disrespect me and my dignity and my honor, that's a whole different conversation. But I'm not finna crash out because you something that you allowed and something that you did. Nah, that ain't happening. I'm sorry, I can't do it.
All
No,
facts,
I'm
man.
talking about even if it was my wife, bro. Listen,
Yeah, for sure.
that
You
means
know,
listen, you open up the door, you let the man in. Okay, cool. Guess what? You leave. I'm not dealing with you no more. Bye. It's that simple. Hey,
yep.
we ain't got nothing to talk about.
No lies detected.
Bro, I'm talking about no closure, no nothing. I'm done.
Exactly. Don't need it. Don't need none of it.
Bro,
You know
it's too many other women out here that you can get that, you know what I mean, for you to put yourself in prison or put yourself in a bad situation over a woman, bro. I'm not doing it, bro. Because at the end of the day, you're gonna end up dead or in jail. And then at the end of the day, 2 weeks later, she gonna be dealing with somebody else. Nah, I'm good.
is indeed, and that's what you and that. And I was locked up with plenty of them, bro. Dudes, man, bruh. It's I want to say names so bad, but I ain't gonna do it. I was
Nah, it
locked
ain't
up.
that crucial.
Yeah, yeah. I locked up.
But
I
that
was
go
locked up
back
with.
to like having that father in your life and dealing with that emotional help. And I know it's
Yeah,
easier said than done. But at the
yeah,
end of the day, man, when you really, when you done ran through these streets and you really know what it's about, man, it's like, you know, even if your feelings do get, I just like, bro, the most craziest thing I done ever done, and it's me being transparent when
yeah,
dealing with a relationship and a breakup is not eat for a couple of days, bro. That's it.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? I didn't starve myself, but I didn't eat a full meal. I might have snacked on something, but I didn't eat a full meal and I just shut down, I was in my room. But that's when I was going through my phase of, you know, you know, giving a woman a chance because you know how it is. Me, I've
yeah,
never been one of them type dudes that give a woman a chance. It's in my DNA just to do me, right?
yeah,
But then when I sit down, I say, you know what, let me go and get this relationship thing a shot. And then boom, I get caught off guard for the one time I do let my guard down, then boom, you know what I mean? I gotta learn how to deal with it, cope with it. Now I'm not gonna crash out, but at the end of the day, I gotta evaluate the situation. Have a talk with Jesus, look myself in the eyes, and pick myself up and be real with myself.
yes, sir. Absolutely, absolutely, man. Well said, well said. Let's get to this question here. Where are our? This is a politics question. Where are our tax dollars going, brother Blue Ray? The American tax dollars. Can
It's
you hear me,
it's
bro?
it's it's
There you
yeah.
go.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay, I said, man, listen, it's crazy out here. But I'm gonna just give y'all a brief synopsis real quick, and then I'm gonna let you run down through the. So we're gonna deal with 2023, right?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, we brought in $6.16 trillion. I mean, I'll take it back. Correction. We brought in $4.47 trillion, but we spent 6.16 trillion. We brought in $4 million. $4 billion, $470 million, right? I mean trillion. I take it back. I'm on trillion. I'm messing this whole thing up.
Yeah,
This
yeah,
is
yeah. Go.
trillion.
Yeah, yeah. Start over. Start over. Because I think you
Okay.
threw them off in billions.
Yeah, I had to go look back at my notes. It was trillion. So the US government, they brought in $4.4 trillion, but we spent 6.16 trillion.
Right.
So that already let us know we in the negative right there. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
watch this. I'm gonna give you some examples of where some of the money went. 125,000 went to examining anti-racist healing in nature. Stephanie, listen to that. They were studying, examining anti-racist healing in nature. All right.
Anti-racist healing in nature.
Yeah, anti-racist, like racist people
Yeah.
healing in nature.
What the fuck is that?
Bro, listen, bro, the list is so long it'll blow your mind. I just pulled out a few key points that didn't even that, bro. If we could do a whole show on where our tax dollars went, and we could just go down through there, and you're gonna be like, bro, what the hell? Watch this. We spent $28 million on licensing fees for green camouflage patterns on Afghanistan National Army uniforms.
Disgusting.
Let me say it one more time. We spent $28 million on licensing fees for green camouflage pattern, bro. The pattern on the uniform on
Mm-hmm.
Afghanistan National Army uniform. All right.
Unbelievable.
The Pentagon can't fully account for $824 billion and has not passed an audit in the past 7 years. And the last one, 2024, the U.S. Congress, and I don't want because bro, I could have did a whole hour of this, but I just want to do a few points. 2024, U.S. Congress provided 516 billion to programs whose authorizations previously expired under federal law. Now watch this. Listen to this. Nearly 320 billion of that 516 billion expired a decade ago.
Wow.
So we literally now we surely wasted the 125,000 for sure. We surely wasted the 28 million, but we surely wasted the 320 billion that went on programs that expired a decade ago. That means somebody is funneling some money, money laundering, but that's a whole nother conversation. And $824 billion is it can't be accounted for because the Pentagon done failed audits 7 years in a row, bro. Come on now. And like I said, bro, it was so many bullet points that I could have pinpointed and pulled from my sources. I actually went on Twitter to the Department of Government Efficiency Twitter page. That's where you can go look and see where all our tax dollars going, bro. It is insane where our money is going.
Mm-mm-mm. Well, I know they raising hell in Chicago right now. Whole lot of people I know, a lot of family members and stuff down there in Chicago, they raising hell because they turned Chicago into a sanctuary city, and they spending hellified money on the illegal immigrants. But not only that, uh, there's been like a uprise from a lot of people in the black community that's just sick of it, and the mayor, to my understanding, the mayor was trying to get $300 million of funding uh, to help the city budget and help these illegals. They shut it down. The city shut it down. Then he tried to come back weeks later for 150 million. They shot that down, to my understanding. So he put the people seem like they standing up against this bullshit, man. But I pay way too much taxes, bro. Way too much
Yeah,
for this
yeah, I've
shit.
been seeing them going off on old borders in Chicago. So all this is so all that is real. I've been
Oh
seeing
yeah,
all the YouTube videos and everything. So all that's real.
man. After the show, I'm a plug you in with somebody to check in on, bro. I got some people out there, and that's why I'm trying, bro. None of none of the liberal news channels like CNN, MSNBC, CBS, none of them even want to put these black people on TV to air their grievances. They have legitimate concerns how the Democratic Party, where they're at, the Democratic ruled government is ignoring them for illegals, taking their properties, trying to make them spend more property taxes, uh, 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 bruh, all kind of wickedness, man. But everybody ignoring them. Even there's even been mass shootings in Chicago done by the illegals, gang violence and stuff from Venezuelan gangs. They're not even
Bro,
covering it.
you said, bro, did you just say mass shooting, bro?
Yes, mass shooting. I'm talking about a group of people being killed. They had that going on with illegals, but nobody's covering it except for Fox News, and I can't even stand Fox News. But they the only ones covering it, and YouTube channels. The It's a complete cover up. CNN won't talk about it. MSNBC won't talk about it. Everybody is they're acting like it's racist to talk about it. This is crazy, bro.
Bro, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's nuts, bro. Nuts. But yeah, I'm sick of this shit, man. But as far as I pay way too much money. IRSB. I'm gonna tell you something else that under this Biden administration, what they doing.
Yeah.
Under this tax season. So all y'all know this. Um, all y'all they get money online through PayPal, Cash App. Oh, this year they sending all your earnings to the government. If you don't report that stuff, they coming to get your bread, homie. They coming to. It's gonna be when you least suspect it. They gonna come get that bread. They gonna
But
put
Seven
you.
A, you know Trump trying to stop that though.
Yeah, that's why I'm hoping that he get in and he shut that down because they under Biden and Kamala Harris, they trying to they out here they doing me filthy, bro. I don't even want to talk
No,
about it.
bro, he literally said, bro, he shut that down. Now, you might be right for the 2024 fiscal year. Maybe,
Right?
maybe you might have to this year, but, once Trump get in there, he said he's shutting all that down. That's why he was saying no tax on tips
Yeah,
because, the way people get tipped, Trump didn't want that tax. But then Kamala, she the same one, she the same one that voted against that. You know what I'm saying? But then she want to come back and say, uh, uh, she don't want taxes on tips, but you had already signed the bill because in the Senate it was a 50-50 split. So when it's a 50-50 split in the Senate, the vice president gets the last vote. And whatever the vice president say, you know, that's what get voted in, just in case for the audience, for y'all that didn't know that. So at the end of the day, when those 87,000 IRS agents got hired, Kamala Harris was the tying vote that actually got that bill approved for them to do that. But thanks to Doge, the Department of Government Efficiency, they gonna come in and clean all that up. And that's why, and I try to educate my people a lot of time. People be mad at me talking about politics on my personal page and stuff like that. But I'm like, yo, listen, uh, the Bible say this, bro. My people perish for the lack of knowledge.
yes, it did.
What an old school dude told me a long time ago, bro, what you don't know is killing you. So we got to educate ourselves that we get mad at people in the Senate. We get mad at people in the Congress and all this stuff. But we raising all our people to be basketball players, football players, dope boys, rap. No, bro, we need some educated people to infiltrate the system so that we can mobilize and get some things done for our people. But until then, we wasting our time, fam. And that's just being real.
Absolutely, and that's just facts, bro. And politics is a tricky situation because politics is one of those things where bars used to say, "Hey, look, man, no politics, no religion." You know what I'm saying? And they used to say that because people got so emotional. Those are two things where people get so emotional and they act ridiculous over they're in somebody's life over these discussions. But now it's all fair game, and the reason why I say it's all fair game is because dudes are now that emotional about sports. They're now that emotional about music,
That's
about
true.
anything.
That's real.
All these dudes, bro. You know how many, bro? I never had my life threatened so many times in a did not happen in the last 5 years talking about sports, boxing. Oh,
Really.
bro,
Bro,
it's
listen,
crazy.
if you notice something, I don't even deal with boxing because these dudes, they sensitive as hell, bro. But that's a whole nother conversation. We really
Yeah,
ain't, we gonna deal with some boxing on this show and we gonna tackle with it. But you know what I mean? But bro, these dudes be so sensitive, bro. It is insane how sensitive these dudes be in real life, bro. But like we'll deal with that when we come across boxing topics.
yeah, for sure. And then that's what it's gotten down to, man. Like anything, bro. Like you could be, you think you cool with somebody? Oh, it's my man, it's my partner right here. And then out of nowhere, you give your opinion. Hey, man, LeBron James, man, and dude, sorry, man, he trash, man. What? What you say about LeBron? Oh man, you a coon. Oh man, you what, bro? You just called me a coon? Bro, no, you is, man. You talking bad about LeBron? Say, bro, I ain't, bro. How is you my man's in them? We done been through everything we've been through together, and now I'm a coon. So you've been cool with a coon all this time because now I don't agree with you about LeBron being the GOAT or something. That's how deep these dudes is now. So religion, politics, it's all fair game to me, bro. You know what I'm saying? I see my grandson down there. I hear him. My son must have just dropped him off. He down there. I hear him talking crazy downstairs. But
but watch this though. People gotta learn how to compartmentalize. And this is what I mean. If you and me have a conversation 78 about Michael Jordan and LeBron James,
Uh-huh.
you gonna swear I can't stand LeBron James. I'm telling you, because I'm gonna talk bad about him compared to Michael Jordan. But if we had a conversation about LeBron James versus Vlade Divac,
Right.
I'm gonna
Very well.
champion. I'm gonna champion LeBron James all day. So
All day.
people gotta understand context. Just because
Right.
I say something about somebody does not mean I don't like them. It is a critique. It's my opinion, and you got to keep that thing in its proper perspective before you start taking things personal. And that's what I don't understand a lot of these sports figures, period, is that they super overly, bro, emotional. And even getting back to politics, bro, I've had I was rocking with Trump for 2024. And a lot of
Right.
people I know, they're rocking with Kamala. You know what I'm saying? But it's like when you got a Trump supporter versus somebody that was going for Kamala, if you were going for Trump and you told people you going for Trump and somebody was going for Kamala, the person that was going to Trump didn't have nothing negative to say about the person that was going for Kamala. But if the person was going for Kamala found out you was voting about Trump, that you were going for Trump, they always didn't want to disassociate themselves, didn't want to be your friend, or they were negative. Point blank, period.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That's my observation.
Yeah. I mean, I'm an independent. I voted for Dr. Cornel West. I didn't want to sit this election out, and reparations was my on my docket, my agenda, and then I didn't agree with everything Cornel West stood for because some of his stuff was too far to the left for me.
Yeah,
'Cause I'm more of a center person, like a center, and people like myself get disrespected a lot because they call you a fence rider. Oh, you on the fence? Why don't you pick one side? Well, maybe my ideas are actually in the center. Maybe I agree with some of what they say and some of what these people say. It ain't about picking a side, the Crips or the Bloods. This is so corny, bro. I hate when people do that. You gotta be
yeah,
over here, you gotta be over there. No, some of what the Republicans say is good, and some of what the Democrats say is good. The Democrats lost me. They lost me with the rise of the zestiness. It's
yeah.
too much.
Oh,
It's too much zesty,
100% facts.
bro. I'm like, man, what are we doing with the zesty? Like, I started seeing Democrats attack other Democrats who we
Yeah,
all know they all liberal, but you attacking them because of 10 years ago on Twitter, Kevin Hart made a comment. He made an a homophobic joke on Twitter about he don't want his son being zesty, and then all of a sudden now he can't host the Oscars because 10 years ago. But y'all know Kevin Hart is one of y'all people, so y'all finna destroy his career now. Like what are y'all trying to do here? I said, okay,
exactly.
I see what's going on. This is exactly what I told people. They always throw you a few bones in the beginning. That's why I never supported the cancel culture because they throw you a few bones in the beginning. They throw you a few some white meat, and then eventually
Yeah,
they got to get to the dark meat. After they get done with their white meat, they got to get to the dark meat.
gotcha.
And when they get to us, now all you see in the media every day, Diddy this and Diddy that. Now they
Yep.
want Jay Z, they want R. Kelly, Bill Cosby, uh, uh, Jonathan Majors. They want all you see. Denzel Washington said, "Oh, he's zesty." Everybody they want to take our image of black men and make everybody
Say,
zesty.
bro. 78, man. That that whole clip of Denzel, man, that did it for me, bro. When he did, and bro, he volunteered that. You know that, right? He volunteered that information,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
bro. That did it
But
for me. I was already out of there, but that really did it for me. But man, listen, because I'm gonna tell you something. If we get anybody that get any comments, you know, talking crazy about, our discussion about politics and disagree, that's fine. I would tell 78, make sure that he bring whoever on the show so we can have a articulate, facts driven conversation. I'm gonna say that.
yeah, yeah, for
But
sure.
but man, when you go back and really look at the whole Kamala thing, bro, I'm gonna say this and we can change the subject, bro. Listen, they raised over $1 billion, and they ended up at 20 billion. I mean, they raised $1 billion, and they ended up 20 million in debt in 100 days. 78. Tell me they didn't pocket that money, bro.
Hey man, I don't know. Hey, all I know is,
That's a fact though. 78. That
hey,
you can that is proven. They raised over $1 billion in 100 days, and they ended up 20 million in debt.
well, you know what disgusts me about all that is not even that they don't end up 20 million in debt, because that's politics. Of course, they pocketed that money. Um, what
Yeah, but
disgusts
it's
me?
but it's so called. I'm gonna cut y'all, but it's so called, my brother, was for a black woman, and none of that money went to the black community. That's all I'm
Right.
saying.
Mm-hmm. And the part that irritate me, that piss me off, is that the media all of a sudden focused on uh, uh, Kamala Harris, who she gave money to, and they only focusing on the black people. Al Sharpton got some money. Oh, Oprah got some money. This one got some
Mm.
money. I'm like, hold up. Oh, okay, first of all, Oprah got a machine behind her. If I'm Oprah and you want me to support you, and y'all just formed this coup to get rid of Joe Biden, you got to pay me. The fuck you talking about? Why the fuck am I gonna do something for you for free?
Well, the
And
thing, well, the issue with it, at 78 is that the people that were supporting Kamala, bro, it wasn't genuine because all those people that was voting, supporting Trump, he didn't give them people a dime. So that's why the people were making the distinguish between the two is that, hey, you didn't get true support because y'all got paid to do it. All these celebrities and these different individuals that were voting for Trump, they literally did it because they were truly voting for them. So, like when you really think about it, and it's just real. Everybody that voted for Kamala was really just voting against Trump. They wasn't voting for her.
yeah. And the thing is, she. I mean, listen, we're gonna have more time to talk about her. I don't want to spend too much time on
I
it.
got you. I got you.
Yeah, but I just feel like she wasn't a good candidate for the Democrats. That's how I feel. I know people don't disagree with me, but it's okay. You know, it is what it is.
Yeah, but hey, but Sam, if we have anybody that disagree and they want to have this conversation, trust me, I am more than welcome because I
Oh, for
voted for
sure.
Trump. So I am more than welcome to have that conversation.
Yeah, and next week, y'all, look, man, we'll put aside a segment of the show for y'all to come on here if you a person that wants to come on and you disagree with something, or you want to, yeah, if you disagree with something, we talking about politics, and just come on, and let us know in the chat respectfully, and we'll respectfully have you on the show. You know what I'm saying? But it gotta be respect. If you come on here talking crazy, we just gonna boot you off and talk about you for an hour. You know what I'm saying? You know. So let me see who we got here. Another question. Another question. Um, oh man, yeah, this one here. This guy, Cormel Moulton. Okay. Now we're going into the sports section of the other things. This guy, Moulton, Floyd Mayweather's young boy, his Tank Davis replica. Um, this guy misses weight, comes in 14 pounds heavy. His fight gets canceled. What say you, Blu-ray? You into fitness? You are the former trainer of Earl the Truth Spence. What do you say about this guy?
Well, the reason I even want to deal with this, brother, it's not even about him specifically. It's just
Mm-hmm.
the unprofessionalism of boxers in general, and just showing how undisciplined a lot of them are. There's no reason a boxer should ever miss weight. We've seen boxers never miss weight, and I'm pretty sure that your knowledge and you are a boxing encyclopedia because you've covered it for so long, and on certain fighters that have went their entire career without ever missing weight. But the thing is, in my mind is that no boxer should ever miss weight. You know what the weight is. You sign a contract. If you're staying in shape year round, you and you're living a boxer's lifestyle. You're living a healthy lifestyle. You're eating right, and it's truly embedded in you. You should even never have a problem with weight. But what I see and what I've seen with my own eyes is people blowing up You know what I mean? And then trying to cram it down, trying to make weight before, you know, before the fight. And that's not the way to carry yourself. And so when I see this young man, coming in 14 pounds overweight, bro, like he didn't even try. And if you're gonna be the best, you gotta be disciplined. One thing I loved about Jordan and Kobe is that what we expected of them, we always got. Let me say it one more time. The reason I respected Jordan and Kobe Bryant is because what the expectation was of the fans actually got it from the actual individuals and they delivered, not sometime, all the time. And so even when they lost, it didn't even feel like a loss because they were so good and they won so much. So you just have to be a professional. You just have to live the lifestyle and you have to eat, live, and breathe this thing 24 hours a day so that you don't rob the fans. And the fans get robbed so much in the sport, in all sports in 2024, but especially the sport of boxing, if you ask me.
Yeah, no lies detected, man. I can't add nothing to that other than yeah. I don't know what's up with Cormel Moulton and all these young fighters. Um, they lazy and it goes to not just boxing but all sports. In the basketball, I see it. Dudes constantly getting hurt or pretending like they hurt. They can't play. They're making all this money. Like, dude, you on the come up, Cormel. You a youngster. You supposed to be disciplined and all. He's saying that his excuse is, oh well, I was told that my weight, excuse me, my blood samples were lost, so they couldn't. I was told that the blood samples were lost, so the fight wasn't gonna happen. So I was told that 3 days before the fight. So you mean to tell me 3 days before the fight? Let's assume you told the truth. Let's say you were told that the blood sample wasn't found yet, and you might not be able to fight. So you just said forget it and just gorge yourself with food. Because why are you? If you're fighting at 135, why are you 14 pounds heavier than that anyway? Like if you're fighting at 135, 3 days
Yeah.
before the fight, why are you 14 pounds heavier than that, bro? Listen, you should be at least 141 3 days before the fight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Somewhere
For
around
sure.
there, like you know what I'm saying? Like what are you talking about? Why are you 14 pounds too heavy? That means you're fighting. You're draining all the water out of your system, and you fighting guys way below, way smaller than you. You knocking them out, or whatever. But you really a 145, 147 pound fighter, or at least a 140 pound fighter.
Nah, fact.
Yeah,
But
this is
bro,
crazy.
if you're eating the right amount of calories, you don't have to drain yourself to make weight. Your body will naturally go down to the weight. It's a science to it, and it works every time if you have the right nutritionist. Like I have a nutritionist that I got turned on to. You know what I'm saying? Hard body JTmo. You know what I mean? And
Oh yeah, yeah.
anytime I
Shout out to him.
say it again,
I said yeah. Shout out to JT Mo.
anytime I had him work with a client. Guess what? They diet down to the weight. You can diet down to your weight. You don't have to starve yourself. You can weigh in and still eat 3 meals a day, but it's a science to it and it takes discipline though. So if you're not disciplined, then you're not going to get the results. So a lot of people don't understand and not disciplined enough to get the results that they desire to meet the necessary goals. So, it's truly sad to see this. And I understand that he said, that he thought he wasn't going to fight. But at the end of the day, if the fight is scheduled and they tell me I'm not going to fight and we still got a contract until that day pass, I'm going to be ready to go.
Yes, indeed. All facts, bro. And that's just a part of discipline. That's having good mentors around you, people who give you game and guidance, man. Because there's no way that kid should be 14 pounds overweight for a fight. That's embarrassing to him and to the people who rock with him. And that means wasn't nobody really training this kid. Wasn't nobody really looking out for him. They just, we're gonna put you in with a chump. You gonna knock this chump out. Ain't no big deal. That's a lack of guidance right there.
Yeah.
That exposed his big homies more than exposed him.
And
You know.
if for his mentor, he's for a fighter, then I would have expected him to have a conversation with Floyd if to see if the fight was truly out. That's my
Yes, sir.
personal opinion.
All facts. All facts. Um, Now let me go ahead and go to the next topic. Deion Sanders, man. Deion Sanders, Coach Prime of Colorado. He had him, you know, he made headlines and went viral because recently his sons tried to form something where they want to get their father and their mother together in the same place, same time, and they don't get along. Okay,
at all.
yeah, Dion don't get along with her because I ain't gonna drag her, but he don't get along with her, and respectfully he don't. And but the kids are gonna be kids. Kids want to see their mom and daddy together,
No,
you
that's
know,
a fact.
you know, and that's what they do. So they try to rig something up where they both was gonna be there at the same place while they were being honored, and Dion Dion dipped out on it and went viral. He was walking with his sons, and then he dipped out. You know what I'm saying? Right when he seen her, he dipped out, and
Man,
that.
bro. That
Hey,
dude got 8 toes and ran a 4.240. You hear me?
I'm gonna play the video real quick.
A quarterback from Dallas, Texas. Number 2, Shedeur Sanders.
Yes, Dion with his sons.
The safety, number 21, Shiloh Sanders.
Now they walking up to where now Dion don't know the mom was there. Don't know the mom was there yet. He cut up out of there quick, fast, and
Bro,
hurry.
tell me, do you know how bad, bro, you can't stand the woman that when your kids are being honored and they in the middle of the field and you sitting there getting the recognition from your children and you walk away from your own children just because their mother is there, bro?
Mm-hmm.
Bro,
It
that's
got to
bad,
be
bro.
bad. It got to be bad. It got to be horrible.
Yeah, it got to be
Uh,
bad, bro.
it
But it
got
was
to be
just
horrible.
funny to me, man. That dude got up out of there. He got 8 toes, bro.
And that's the thing, man. Like um, Dion, Coach Prime is a legend. You know what I'm saying? He did his thing, man. But Coach Prime, he get chicks, he get to the ladies. But he didn't have some of the baddest ones. But if he don't mess with you, you had to do something filthy. You had to do something seriously filthy. Cause Dion get along. I had so much respect for Dion when I'm gonna tell you something. When he sat down with Babyface and on TV and had lunch or dinner with Babyface because they both share the same baby mama, and he sat down with him and the way they handle each other like men,
Yeah.
and I had my respect level for Dion and Babyface went up. I said, "Wow, okay, that's dope." Two brothers sitting down without all the bull BS. They just talking about this is life. So Dion seems like a reasonable man, and for him not to deal with that woman, she got to be unreasonable. She got to be a plum fool,
Yeah,
in my
yeah. From
opinion.
my understanding, my research, she did a bad. Try to turn trying to turn them boys into Moors and different religions and a whole bunch of nonsense, bro. You know what I mean? And then try to, from my understanding, she lied and had some criminal stuff going on because she lied against him. But you know, we ain't got to go deep into it. But it was just funny to me that the man walked off knowing he got 8 toes, man. Yeah, he got up out of there that fast. But that was my
Hey man,
whole thing, man. That was hilarious
he
to
might
me.
have he might have 8 toes, but I'm gonna tell you something. Them 8 work good. They work good, man. You know what I'm saying?
No, for real.
They work good. He dipped up out of there. That was a quick sprint up out of that joint. Let's watch that one more time for the road.
A quarterback from Dallas, Texas. Number 2, Shedeur Sanders. The safety, number 21, Shiloh Sanders. Joined by Dion Coach Prime Sanders. For all of our honorees playing in their final game at Wilson Field today.
That man got up out of there quick.
Yeah, man.
Have mercy.
For real.
He
That's
was
a relationship that cannot be mended, brother.
Yeah, she had to do something filthy. Yeah, when a man act like that, when he don't even want to be in your presence, because you know how we can get with our exes.
Nah,
Sometimes,
fact.
sometimes y'all broke up, but you still can smash when you want to type of joint.
Yeah, you spin the block, mess with all type of stuff. You know what I mean? But he like, hell no.
Yeah, he don't even want to see her, not even with his kids. I walk my kids here this far. Here, y'all go see your mama. I'm on. I'm gone. I'm out of here. Yeah, she on one. Definitely. All right, Blu-ray man, tell the people they can find you, homie.
Man, listen, man. The hard truth blue on YouTube, man. Me and Viewpoint on Facebook. That's where I be at. I be at hard truth blue on YouTube and me and Viewpoint on Facebook, man. That's where I be at, man.
Yes, sir. By next week, I'm gonna have all the links. I'm gonna put them all in the chat, in the description, so y'all can check it out. You know what I'm saying? Or I might have them going across the bottom of the screen like we're doing right now. But salute to the family. Salute to the mighty LDBC. Thank y'all for being here. And like I said, next Sunday we're gonna be back with some more smoke. If anybody in the chat wants to talk politics or anything like that, let us know, and we'll see if we can get y'all on the show, man. And got any topics that you want us to discuss, feel free to put those in the chat as well. And I'll look into it. Me and Blu-ray will look into it, and then we'll try to add those topics to the show as well. 70 Sports TV was the brother Blu-ray Fitness, and we'll holler at y'all next Sunday. We're about to here, deuces.
We out.